I'm forever thankful that my own self was raised at the age of 4, 5, or 6 years old, or growing up at that young age as a kid, going to church and learning how to treat others like brothers and sisters of Jesus Christ, and which I always do my best to treat others like, including the people that believe or doesn't believe that we're all brothers and sisters in Christ, like I believe 100% of the time. At all times, even people that don't need to believe that we're sisters or brothers in Christ, I believe and love them like my brothers or sister or Christ either way, even if they don't love me like their own brother or sister or Christ. Including anyone who wouldn't didn't end up grow up getting to go to church or having somebody to take them to church right with them. All thanks to my heavenly grandmas. My heavenly grandmas are reason why I was able to go to church at the young age of like I was. All because she used to go to church all the time back then. I had by far the best bond with my own grandma, who did the most stuff with me back then at the time before God called her to be home with him. Right on the day after my birthday in 2021. I know I've been missing my grandma like crazy, because I don't get to do much in life, not as much as I used to anyway. Like, for one, go to no concert that I don't trip about going to anymore. All because of me already end up finding one gift, one amazing man for one, who has a cigar to change my heart up and have a special way of making me not get tired nor bored at no time. That one and only amazing man is a only man who ever had a special way of making me not get bored at no time. Any other guy in the past ain't never had a way of making me feel that way. Even God knows that's nothing but the honest truth being spoken right from my heart, and God knows that I don't play games about any little dang thing. Thank God I don't got time for games, and ain't got time for no weird behavior-headed people who like to end up stress their fat ugly mouth off out of nowhere, like trying to end up take their stress out on somebody versus something that the other person ain't got nothing to do with. The one person end up trying to take their stress and mouth out on all because of their one person wanting to stress themselves rather about them having too much stuff going on, like doing with having to get their work stuff doing too much paperwork or whatever. Just like I already said more than once, I want all what of people who don't go around talking crap about people. No, I don't go around talking crap, nor do I go around trying to end up stir up trouble. Like go around cussing at folks for one. I don't go around cussing. Thank God that I care enough about that. That's something I believe God don't allow you to do. They using his name in vain if anybody who believes they're a child of his. I also believe that God don't allow his people to cuss any dang how. That's like I already said more than 2 times. I can't stand it, so cannot stand to hear people use God's name in vain. That's annoying as heck. That's way too dang annoying to be putting up with or hearing somebody doing. I'm thankful that God created me to be the kind of person who puts others before myself. That's like I give to others until I don't have anything to give. Therefore, God, forever thankful God gave me the heart, gave me the giving heart that not too many people have, especially people with me knowing. I don't know how I know of anybody, anyone that I know. I don't know for sure that got a giving heart like I do. I thank God every day that I want to thank the world of other people, and then always give to others, including giving candy and gum once more. Besides, every now and then giving somebody their own can of soda, including someone who likes or loves a taste of the same soda as me for one. Excuse me. By the way, I'm sure enough also thankful, thank God every day that I don't like any nasty crap that got alcohol and cold nasty old whiskey wine or anything, any crap with alcohol is straight up nasty as heck. Thank God I don't like that, and I'm glad that my doctor told me a long time ago that that I ain't allowed to have nothing with alcohol, 'cause it's all straight up nasty crap, nasty dang garbage anyway. Just like anything people smoke on stinks like nasty crap that ain't worth smelling anyhow. That stinks like crap. That smoking crap stinks like straight up nasty garbage, just like nasty old alcohol crap stinks like nasty old garbage as well. That smells like stinky, nasty burnt alcohol or whatever, nasty, stinky crap. Thank God I don't like nothing that could, like any kind of dang thing that could cause something serious to happen to you. Such as cause a lung cancer or any kind of cancer or whatever. Like for one, cigarettes, nasty old cigarettes, tobacco, or even nasty cigars could cause a lung cancer. Besides that, alcohol probably end up eat something up inside your own body, whether your cells or you eat your liver up or whatever. Most of the time, my own self would happen and be spending my time drawing and painting. One time or another, burn songs on the CDs, or even make a copy of my own one DVD or another that's worth watching, whether it be in a nice and goofy movie or just being a nice old movie to watch, if not just being all straight up crazy, like movies by Eddie Murphy for one, that's too much of a goofy comedian, LOL. By the way, I'm also one out of what women in this world who always knows when to dress up and when to dress down. So therefore, I always end up wear something nice and dressy whenever I would exactly end up be known about me getting to see somebody who I would exactly want to get a nice old picture with the one time or another. That's like I always end up most of the time dressed up when it comes to the holiday of me getting to celebrate with some close friends, if not just with family. With me end up talking about me always treating others like brothers and sisters of Christ, that'd be like as if me talk about me treating others like my own family of God. I even ended up doing a painting for a couple of people already that says sisters in Christ. Besides one that says brothers and sisters in Christ. I'm sure enough also one a lot of people who like to put others in a better mood just by doing something nice and kind, such as giving somebody a sweet and kind hug just to be nice and kind, not doing it just because, but because of me loving and caring about the person by heart, like my brother or sister of Christ, period. I also don't get in other people's business. The only time I would end up try to make something my business is if I catch somebody, a negative behavior person, being rude to someone that I truly really care about by heart, like my own brother or sister of Christ for one. Like I already said more than once, I love people in a way as if I don't never meet no stranger. Therefore, I also already said more than one time, I love people regardless. In other words, I'm a people's person and forever a people's pleaser. I don't mind about being around a lot of people, because knowing me, I love and enjoy people's time and company anyway. Why, being out and socializing helps me enjoy my day better, especially whenever I get to be around people who make me laugh like crazy. There's never a time I don't love bringing joy to somebody that I find cool and funny, and that I would end up support through thick and thin, through the support through the good and bad times. At times of whenever the person would be in their good old mood, and at a time when they may be in their irritated mood, of somebody getting on their dang nerves and make them want to go off on them by them into doing something to make them want to end up blow up and go off on them. That's like I say often known, without God and Jesus Christ's help, you can do nothing. So therefore, without God and Jesus Christ, all of us people are nothing. And quoting myself and every other man and woman, the people that I really care about by heart, and that say that as long as one person their own self would be cool to me, and may not have no problem with either way, then I wouldn't care what any other person would opinion would be about that one person, as long as that one person would be cool and funny to me by not giving me no trouble for one out of nowhere, of being rude out of nowhere, like trying to get me mixed up with somebody else for one. Whenever me not being the one being rude to the person, I'm definitely one of our people who also don't go around taking my attitude out on the wrong person. I only end up taking my attitude out on a person who exactly end up put me in a irritated mood, or getting on my bedside and make me want to go off on them and tell them that they best shut the heck up or whatever, or tell them that me end up thinking my head about telling say. Keep smarting off at yourself. You ain't getting my attention with your fat, smart mouthy, ugly self. Of anyone for one who likes to stress their ugly self, who think they can smart off when they won't being stupid, including somebody at work for one. I ain't got time for people who think they can end up take their stupid old stressing fat mouth, smart mouth out on somebody who don't do that dumb crap such as stressing for one. And even God knows I don't never stress myself anyhow, cause I don't never blow up and let my face get red and hard on me any dang how. Thank God I'm forever a stress-free person, like I already said more than once. Most people that I don't know that is alike with me on being a stress-free person. Sure enough, God even knows that I'm one person who don't let nothing or nobody get to me real easily and make me and that let something bother me too easily, like some weird-headed people do, who don't who likes to take it hard on themselves, versus me who takes stuff the easy way. I don't take it hard on myself, just like for one, I don't take it hard on me not getting to have my grandparents around me for one. Besides my one goofy uncle who ended up acting funny like me and always did his best to bring people joy like I like to do my best of doing as well. Well, I got my goofy burping sound in me that most people once again don't have, of most people that I know. Just like most people that I know don't have no way of hardly making any goofy faces like me. Yeah, with the upper lip up on the right side there. And once again, like I already ended up saying more than one time, drawing and painting forever and thankfully ain't time consuming to me. So therefore it don't get boring to me, and I'll take time out of my way to draw and paint whenever I'm not too tired from being wore out from getting stuff doing at my job, or being wore out from having my own hand or finger or skin, or where being wore out rather from being outside in a hot heady weather or whatever. By the way, I'm thankfully forever a cold natured person rather than a hot natured person. I'm forever thankful, thank God every day that I'm a cold natured person and not hot natured like most people I know. I thank God every day that I'm cold natured once more and not hot natured anyhow. That's like I would tell one person or another often known, it's better to be cold natured rather than hot natured. Cause then you don't use as much cold air when it comes to during the summertime, having cold air to keep you cool from getting burned up, and using too much cold air that make you have to use more electricity when using more cold air, versus the people who's a cold nature versus the one that's hot nature. That's like I once again already said more than a couple of times. I always live experiencing new things. Therefore, I'm never afraid of watching no movie that I ain't seen before, long as it's a movie that's full of action or end up being a nice classical movie. I even like certain cartoon movies, like for one, the old cartoon version of The Lion King, and even the live version movie of The Lion King. I even love the classical movie, or the classical movie, I think it's called the classic movie by Johnny Depp, Edward Scissorhands. Alright, and I got all 5 of them amazing movies that go all together by Johnny Depp, besides Edward Scissorhands. All 5 of the stories. It's called Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean. Have you seen it? By the way, I got a good amount of movies by the goofy old other actor named Morgan Freeman. That's about a good and a goofy actor, besides Nicolas Cage, that I love the heck out of. I love the heck out of most of the Nicolas Cage's movies that I got almost all of. Besides most of Mark Wahlberg's movies as well, who plays in them old Ted movies, Ted the Bear That's Crazy. Sure enough, I forever loved the cartoon version, cartoon movies of Toy Story that won't never get old of me of watching. I even love me a good amount of movies by Denzel Washington. That's another good actor who plays in that Deja Vu amazing movie, besides Man on Fire. And of course his other movie called Flight. And even the Ice Cube in all of the 3 movies of Friday That's Crazy. Plus the other movie called Are We There Yet? That's straight up one of the most craziest movies by the crazy Ice Cube. Sure enough, I got me a good collection of movies by the Tom Cruise. Besides a few by the Kiefer Sutherland and Woody Harrelson. Matthew McConaughey's another goofy actor for sure, who plays in the Beach Bum movie. Channing Tatum's another one of my favorite actors as well, besides Adam Sandler. I got most of the movies that Adam Sandler plays in as well, besides most of Channing Tatum's movies, and of course most of the movies by Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who plays in those amazing Fast and Furious movies, besides the 2nd and 3rd movies of Jumanji. They are all amazing movies. Sure enough, this cartoon movie right here, The Sleeping Beauty, forever an amazing cartoon to me. Sure enough, I'm one person who would forever forgive and not hold no grudge. Be like me saying I'm like Jesus Christ. I would forgive and not be like a devil and hold a grudge. That's like I don't end up do nothing that the devil would allow you to do, versus me only do stuff that God allows you to do, such as forgive like Jesus himself did, and just like Jesus Christ would say, you shall love the neighbor as yourself. And just like I ended up saying more than once already, without God of Jesus Christ, none of us people would be here on this earth like we are if it weren't for God, or God his own self, or Jesus Christ who created us. Once again, forever like to only focus on the nice and funny things in life and ignore the dumb negative in life. Just like I already said more than once. Always ignoring and pretending like I don't hear nothing of someone, no negative behavior head saying or doing to me, and while me thinking in my head and pretending like I don't hear me, maybe let them smart off at their negative behavior, smart-headed selves. Like I didn't make thinking my own head, I'd be like, smart off all you want, you ain't gonna get my attention with your smart mouthy self. I'd be like, I'm not the one for you to argue with, nor to stress it, take your stress out on. Why be like me saying saying I don't do no stressing, therefore I'm not the one for you to end up be stressing in there or take your own smart mouth out on. God knows that I never have and never will pretend to be somebody I'm not. Instead, God knows I'm always being myself at all times. I'll never pretend to be someone else. Like, I don't go around acting like someone totally different versus who I exactly am. I bet any man would be thankful to be having them, the kind of woman that exactly acts their age and acting like their real true self, like my own one self for one, who not too many women, and not just any woman, that cares about acting their age, acting like their self at all times, and instead of acting like some other person, saying or doing what some other person saying or doing. They not me saying that just to be telling speaking honest truth right from my own heart about some people being like that. And God also knows I'm also one of the least judgmental people. I don't go around judging, and which judging is counted to be a sin. Just like go around, anyway, just like go around making up stupid lies is counted to be a sin. Because it says, in the little video booklet thing that says, it's, anyways, in a little video booklet thing that has a little video, smiley face on it, and asking and saying, do you know, for sure that you're going to heaven, or something about asking about heaven, and talking about the good news and the bad news, and talking about how it is in there to Brian that learn about judging someone else is counted to be a sin, and saying making it lies is also counted to be a sin. And with me talking about it, I say that right from my own heart, like it probably will say there's somewhere in the Holy Bible where God exactly says, if you love me, then you would keep my commandments. I won't never forget them 2 commandments of his that says, y'all shall not take the Lord the God's name in vain, and the other one that says, remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. And of course the other saying that says, respect mother and father. I'm thankful he went out a lot of people who respect others, even if others don't show respect their own self. Like the ones who end up want to grab or raise heck about something, I end up let them raise a go and raising heck or run their mouth to their self, and me not end up say nothing to them, while me throwing it the smart way and pretending like I don't hear them. Why, I'm not the kind of person to argue with, thankfully. Like I already said more than once, I ain't got time for no arguing. I'm not the person to argue with, nor to end up try to fight against. I ain't got time for no seeing nobody trying to fight, trying to hurt some other person, or 2 people trying to hurt each other anyhow. That's like I would speak from my heart for the honest truth. I do nothing but speak the honest truth about how it is. Always treat others for who they are. I also won't never forget good others a commandment that says, you shall have no other gods before me. We forever serve an amazing God, while God's amazing at all times. Sure enough, my own self don't do something for somebody that I care about by heart, but me doing is something nice and kind for the person because they would happen to luck or with it, but me doing it from the kindness of my heart on. Me end up doing it because of me loving and caring about that person by heart, and because I love giving to others once again without expecting anything in return. I'm forever a giver and not no taker. Even God knows that's nothing but the honest truth about me forever being a giver and not no taker. Using somebody would forever make me feel uncomfortable. One of the things my own self wouldn't stand there, sit around watching some negative, ungrateful, hateful, hated person be rude to somebody that I truly love and care about. Like for one, it'd be like me walk up and take up for a person that I truly love and care about by heart, and tell a negative behavior, hateful, hated person, say you best quit being rude to my brothers or sister or Christ, and be lucky and tell us if you want to continue and being rude to go on and be rude to yourself somewhere else, and may even say I'm allowing you to be disrespecting my brothers or sister or Christ to any hell. I would even take up for my own man of mine and not allow nobody to be disrespectful to my man, neither as it is. So therefore I would always make my own man feel both loved and protected, besides other people that I love and care about that would be some of my favorite people. Well, there's now through the video in my own head, I say that I ain't got time for no weird-headed people who end up make a dumb fool out of themselves and they make a big fat dumb thief out of themselves. I can't stand no ugly thief-headed people who think they can end up go around and what steal something or take something that ain't nothing of theirs, such as in what for one stealing somebody's own head or whatever. Also, I got time for no weird head people who think that they can mess up with other people's own thing, like someone or what for one mess up something that they don't belong to them, such as someone's own device of theirs, like a phone for one. Anytime, whenever some weird negative behavior, weird-headed people who think they can get by with stealing something that ain't theirs or messing up somebody else's device, such as a cell phone for one, once again, then I hope that the weird-headed negative troublemaker people would actually get what they deserve and end up get arrested for and end up messing up somebody's own device, like end up knocking it out of their own neck out of the other person's own phone and theirs out of their own hand and having a chance of it getting broken, messed up. God knows that I'm truly also one person who would end up take up for people that I really care about and keep eye on somebody else's device of theirs and making sure that no negative thief-headed person don't end up steal a friend of mine on stuff of theirs whether they're on something that them are wearing, such as a hateful one, or end up touching somebody else's device that I would make sure about no troublemaker head not stupid doing anyhow.